Can you turn on the radio? Turn on the lights.
Can you move the bed?
Close the door. Close the door. Nice. Okay, but that's not... You're still only giving me a 4. Why? Why are you only giving me a 4? Are you weak? Give me... Oh, there we go. 5. Just got it. Alright, we're good. Let's go. Hello everyone, and welcome to my video on the EMF. The EMF is often an objective in our games. Thankfully, this only requires a reading of a level 2. You should always be able to get a level 2 reading in all of your houses or your locations, but sometimes it's a little bit finicky and it doesn't like to give you that reading. You do need to remember the game is early release, so some things can sometimes be a little bit buggy. If you're struggling to get that reading, you can use the EMF on anything that the ghost interacts with. This includes phones, thrown objects, even the Ouija board, and sometimes the bone. On occasion, ghosts will touch the door or knock on the windows. If this happens, you can use your EMF on those objects to see if you can get that level 2 or higher reading. If you're still having issues getting the reading, it is always easier to get a reading if you're actually holding the EMF in your hand. You can get readings by placing the EMF, but I find that if I'm having any issues getting the reading that I need, that if I pick it up and use the EMF in my hand and move it around, that I'm more likely to get the reading that I'm looking for. As I mentioned before, the game is early release, and so it does occasionally have a few bugs. I often have issues with the sound from the EMF and find that if I wait until I get in the house to turn it on, that I tend to have less issues. But sometimes I won't hear the EMF go off and my teammates will tell me they hear it, and that's when I'll notice that the lights are no longer just at a 1, but it's moved to a 2 or a 3. So if you see this happen, if you flip your EMF off and turn it back on, it usually fixes that issue. But if you're prone to having this problem, make sure that you keep your eyes on the lights. A level 2 reading is just to indicate that you have found the area that the ghost is haunting. Level 3 and 4 are indicators of the ghost activity, 3 being interactions with objects in the room, 4 being that the ghost is either visible or nearby. EMF level 5 is not necessarily proof of more activity or a more violent ghost. It is just simply used to determine what type of ghost you may have. So if you get a level 5, it only means that you have a certain type of ghost. Half of the ghosts actually require the level 5 EMF as evidence. This includes the Phantom, Banshee, Jinn, Revenant, Shade, and the Oni. EMF 5 can sometimes be difficult to get because it replaces an EMF 2 reading. Every time you get an EMF 2 reading, if the ghost type has a possibility of an EMF 5, there's a chance you'll get a 5 reading instead of a 2. That's why sometimes you get it right away, and sometimes it takes a long time. I find that if I'm having difficulty getting that level 5 reading, I really have to tick off the ghost. This can include using the ghost's name or calling it names. Basically just being very verbal with the ghost will typically get it to give you that EMF 5 reading if you're really struggling. However, keep in mind the more you tick it off, the more likely it is to hunt you as well. If you're not necessarily trying to get the EMF 5 reading, but you are trying to get some kind of EMF reading, I have been told that using a Ouija board will make the ghost respond with an EMF reading of some type. I tried this one time and did have success with it, but was also immediately met with a hunt. I guess use with caution. If you find that that works for you, please comment and let me know. I'd love to hear your feedback. Thanks for watching. I hope this helped. Remember to like and subscribe. Happy hunting.